Hello, church. Can we all agree? Is it boldness that killed Goliath? It's not only boldness. There was favor behind that stone. If it was just stone, even stone cannot kill a 7-year-old boy, except his block. A big, you release block from up. But the kind of stone, that stone that will be in a catapult, cannot kill a man. So the energy is not enough. So with church, it is time to activate favor. As a person, it is time to use what you have been given. If we don't use it, you will not die, but you will just be slow. If we don't activate it, we will not die, we will just be slow. Where does this favor start from? It starts from favor with God. You saw how Nehemiah, if you read through that scripture, you will see oppositions. When Sanballat and Tobiah came to oppose him, you need strategy. All these things need to keep working. We know that it is time to activate favor. Big Daddy called this year the year of what? Acceleration. He called it a year of acceleration. He called it a year of acceleration. And you say, it's a year of acceleration. 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 We keep saying it's a year of acceleration. Until burden made Hannah go to a quiet place. A burden that made Hannah. Are we following this with me? A burden that pushed Hannah to a quiet place to say that this God provides now. Abi, this God answers prayers now, right? Let him answer my own. Let this situation change. I've not only when I went to Akoka Church, the deacon there that was preaching, somebody invited him to Trem. He said that it was in his dream he was invited to Trem. Do you know why I conquer? Nobody invited my mommy to Trem. All of us were children. We were attending CAC. My mother is a midwife under Babalola. My grandmother is a midwife under Babalola. That means we are all core members of Christ Apostolic Church there. She was in a dream. She have never heard of Trem in her life. She has never heard of. She woke up that morning and went to meet the youngest and said, somebody told me something, my dear. I heard the church too. Is there any church called Trem? Say, yes, there is, but it's in Lagos. Why did it? He started asking. Before they said, there is one in PTI Road. Behold, when he got there, CROEM. Somebody can be sleeping. It's possible. Favor is not a story. Do you know that Jacob got the blessing, yet he was still struggling? So we should not just get comfortable that, Reverend Falite, I've said it. You have to press into the extent and say, it must come to pass. Restlessness and say, there is favor. What brings people from where they are to where they ought to be? What brings people from their low level to their power? People that have been forgotten for years. The truth is that if we don't have favor with God, men will keep passing us as if they are not seeing us. If we don't have that favor with God, they will just keep passing as if they are not. So you are here. You've been here. What you are doing is not attractive. What you are doing is not loud enough. You are not beautiful enough to attract them. At the end of today, we are going to pray and say we deactivate this favor and we activate favor. God's favor upon Trem Shining Lighthouse, upon your business. Choma, one mention of your business will be in Abuja. One. And it's not by lobbying. It's not by... Strategy is good. Nehemiah had strategy. We started by... If you read through that scripture, you see that this man was really helped by God and helped by what? Men. But I am telling you that you will be frustrated if one of them is missing. If you are standing on one leg of favor, that is men. I had somebody that told me that when you get to school, call me every month. He did it for 1 year and stopped. Not because he's bad. It's because he's a man that had so many other people to pay their scholarship. He's not bad. Today he's still helping people. How God saw me through Akwa Ibom. It's only God. If you are standing on one leg of favor, the most dangerous one is to stand on the leg of men will favor me. You will so regret that the man that you think will favor you will turn against you. He said, "Curse is any man that puts his trust on another man. Favor with God and with man." So the wisdom we add is attract the people that carry what I need. To you might be the person that should have recommended you. Who would have known that the house help called Esther would be the queen? So we don't address people the way they are, because you know how David was in the backside of the desert. Everybody around him was valuable. This was the man that saw potentials in people. So favor does not only come from the rich to the poor. Else, that man that was leprous can come from anywhere. So favor comes from God, not from men. It comes from God, but through men. It comes from God, but through men. It comes from God, but through men. He would have been leprous all through his life until the house help. I believe if he was rude to the house help would not have mentioned that there is a prophet in my country that can heal you. I want us to go home today and cry to God, even from this service, and say, "Lord, give me wisdom." Wisdom. One of the first things that Solomon prayed for was wisdom. Because this favor will come through men. Do you remember I said something? That what people should do for you, you are doing it for yourself. You will be delayed. You will be delayed. Trem Shining Lighthouse can have a land in 1 day. 1 day. While Trem Shining Lighthouse can get a land in 3 years by us joining money, this group. When God starts using men. Start using men. So what are we going to do? I will not lose the place of God. I will not underrate the place of men. I will not lose the place of God in favor of me, and I will not underrate the place of men. I will not lose the place of God. Do you know that I tried something? I said, why is it that I pray every day? Why am I praying every day? Every morning I pray. What will happen if I don't pray safe? Please don't. I said, 1 week, I beg. Let me try. Let me see. What? This is it coincidence that let me just try 1 week? My brother. The fact is, the devil wants to take advantage of our ignorance. The devil always wants to take advantage of our loopholes. Psalm 1 says, "Blessed is the man." Psalm 91 says, "He that dwelleth in the secret place." There is a man that dwells, and the more you dwell, do you know that? But a man that stays in God's presence, God starts manipulating your days. He manipulates what happened on the first, what happens on the second. I am telling you that the prayer you are praying every morning is not a coincidence. We had prayer yesterday night. I was sharing it on the group. Just 1 hour prayer. I don't know how I was feeling. Before the prayer ended, I recovered. Favor starts with God, but we don't underrate the place of men. We don't underrate the place of men. It's so important. What the Kineke will say about you, it is also so important. Favor shields you from your enemies. Favor shields us from disaster. Favor shields. Okay, can I ask a question? What stops you? What stops you from being kidnapped? Why have you not been kidnapped? You say because you are broke, or because you are still young. It's a lie. I said favor starts with God. So if you have a relationship with God, hold it strong. And so the body we are pushing this evening is that there is favor in this house, Trem Shining Lighthouse, and I am activating it. I am what? Jesus was standing in the tomb of Lazarus and he said, "Lazarus, come forth." it is not because he shouted. It's because somebody is backing him. James Shining Lighthouse, we need somebody to start backing us.